Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for growing with me, kings and queens. You know, in every movement, is usually a face behind it. It's usually a face behind every movement. Okay, let's go back. The queen, that was her face behind that movement. The Underground Railroad to free the slaves. Okay, now look at all, the other legends behind that. We got a lot of legends now. Medgar Evers, we got a whole bunch of legends. Some famous, some weren't. But behind the civil rights movement, it's been faces. Behind the movement, at every turn, it's been a face. We had some women's civil rights movement, Shirley Chisholm, Ethel Waters. We had some women who were in the movement but weren't very well known. And some legends who were well known. So see, that's why I'm telling you, we have legends who are famous and legends who are not famous. You ain't got to be famous to be a legend, honey. You be a legend doing what you doing, but do it unto God. Okay, so this morning, as I'm doing my work, working in the movement, I have to, I use my picture a lot of times because, I want it to be known that there's a message behind the face. And sometimes I use the statue of our ancestors where he's standing there and he done broke free of the chains. I use that. I use a bunch of stuff, just try to catch somebody's attention. And so somebody said something this morning. He said, you like attention, and put 2 hearts behind it. And Jackie rose up, but I had to put Jackie back down. And the God in me came back at it. And I said, I do like attention. Attention to the fact that we are not safe to sleep in our house. Attention to the fact that we are not safe to drive down the street. Attention to the fact that we can't send our baby to the park to play. He gonna get shot. Attention to the fact that we can't go out for a job. Attention to the fact we can't go eat. Attention to the fact there's injustice. Attention to the fact that we are descendants of slaves. Attention to the fact that Africans in this country are not recognized truly for their accomplishments. Attention to a whole lot of facts. So yes, I like attention. And that was a new word for me, attention. So yeah, I threw the love back on him and showed him, this is, yes, I like attention. This is going to be our new word because, see, we get ready to bring attention to what's going on. And I thank him, for saying that I like attention. Yes, I like attention. I just happen to be a woman and I just happen to be, attractive. And he thinking that I'm bringing all attention to me and my face. And I even put up a post that said, there is a message behind this face. If you go through my timeline, nothing in my timeline says that I am looking for a man. There is nothing. Because I know it ain't, because before that, it was women on track for Christ. So I know what I know is on my timeline. So, but people like to do this. This is especially true for us women. And it is really, really sad that a man will look you in your face before he find out what's in your brain. He'll look you in your face and think, that's what I want. I want this. And won't even take the time to see if what this woman is about, what she's interested in, what she cares about. Matter of fact, every time you see my picture on Facebook, it's about some injustice, somebody done, some wrong, something that ain't right, something we gotta fix. So apparently, and it is very apparent, and I pointed this out, that you did not read the paragraph that was above the picture. All you saw was a pretty face. And so you thought that you come down and say, I like attention because you seeing my face all over Facebook. Well, I'm tell you something. Get used to seeing my face, honey, because every single day, all day long, until I fall asleep from exhaustion, I'm growing. I'm lifting somebody up. I'm sending out a message. I'm sending out an email. I'm trying to locate different folks to tell them about this movement. I'm sending out pictures on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. It's all building like a snowball rolling down the hill. It's building momentum. It's going. We moving, we growing, we rising. And we gonna come out with substance. So, yes, we gonna keep on bringing attention to the fact that we can't even go to bed from being tired from work. That could have been me. A no-knock warrant is what brought them to her door. Regardless of who did what, they should have had their facts straight to realize that this man wasn't there no more. But you gonna run up in this girl's house like that, and don't even have your facts straight. Then on top of that, charge him because he legally got a weapon. But because he firing back, trying to protect him and her, he get charged. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's injustice. Now, had that been on the other side of the neighbor where Mr. Damon Cameron said it was okay, well, it wasn't okay when that bullet went over there. Had it been over there now, it would have been a whole different story. Wouldn't nobody been in jail? It would have been somebody, except the police. They locked that police up. They wouldn't have locked the man up for defending his family. They locked that police up though. And the city would have been apologizing profusely to the family, going to the family. You see pictures of the police officer, chief, and all them going to the funeral. Oh, it would have been a great big old show had it happened over there where Daniel Cameron said it shouldn't have happened there. A bullet shouldn't have went. But it happened over here. And it's okay because the DA stood there shaking and trembling in front of the podium telling us it's okay. And he know that he was wrong when he did. He knew he was wrong, standing up there like that, like a whoop dog. Had to come back from talk to the people back there who he smiling and grinning pearly white with. Had to come back and tell us, like a whoop dog. Stand up there and tell us that girl life didn't mean anything, Mr. Cameron. I don't want to get back on Mr. Cameron because I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to Mr. Cameron, I can get on one. I got on one on YouTube about Mr. Cameron, honey. Look it up. I got on one about Mr. Cameron. I wish I could talk to Mr. Cameron, sit him down and show him some things. And show, I don't care what these people were doing. See, that's what they like to do. They like to say, well, he was doing this. He shouldn't have been doing that. He was a criminal. He was this. He was that. He did this. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have went there. He shouldn't have failed. He shouldn't have got up. He shouldn't have ran. He shouldn't have looked. He shouldn't have turned. He shouldn't have twisted. He shouldn't have been up. See what I'm saying? It don't matter what he did. He did not deserve to die. I don't care if he looked at the police officer crazy. He did not deserve to die. I'm telling you something. I saw a video. I wouldn't tell you if I didn't see it. I saw it for myself. A Caucasian man running with a sword, and he killed up a bunch of folks in the house. He running with the police off. They playing tag in the yard. And the police off, they finally, they circling around him and playing with him, all this and that with the sword. They didn't shoot him. They didn't kill him. He lived. The boy who went down to the church, African church, and killed up, everybody up in there. And they took him to Burger King. Okay? But my boy right here, whose picture I'm looking at, who looking at me, he gone. He went to a party. He went to a party with his friends. They was hanging out. And on the way home, they got stopped and questioned by some police about a backpack that some people, the Chinese people, said they lost. And, okay, we going there. He got questioned. And they took him down. He didn't know what they were talking about. He was so confused. He wanted to go home. He tired. He want to call his mama. And they started firing questions at him about a backpack. He didn't know nothing about it. He trying to look at him and he trying to answer their questions. He trying to be as cooperative as he can. But they got him in there for hours over a backpack. And he tired. And he becomes defensive. And they become angry. And angrier. Especially because of who he is. And they don't want him here anyway. So somebody down at that police department, it's between the police department and the district attorney's office. I'm going to find out who did it. I am going to find out if it takes me to the end of my life on this earth to find out who put Kalief Browder in Rikers Island and left him there. He was never indicted. He was never charged. He was tortured beyond belief. I couldn't have made it out of it. I couldn't have survived it. I mean, mentally, the torture, daily, for nothing. What did he? Nothing. Nobody deserved that. But I'm going to tell you something. Y'all, that mama, bless her heart, that mama brought the attention and of what was going on to her son all the way to Jay-Z. Brought the attention of what was happening to Jay-Z. And see, that's what we're doing with the Grow movement. We're bringing the attention of what is going on to the forefront. Some people want to be oblivious to it. Some people want to stay like a ship in lost and uncharted water. Some people want to be like that. But we can't. We can't. We can't stay stuck on stupid. We can't stay wallowing in oppression. We can't stay with our neck to the pavement. We got to rise at some point or another. We got to say, hey, wait a minute. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to do different. I'm ready to rise in the Lord. And at the same time, we got a movement that's getting ready to truly bring us up out of oppression, bring reform to cases like what happened to Kalief Browder over a backpack. But you got a woman who ran up in the Capitol on vacation. Ran in the Capitol. She was indicted federally. Federal indictment. But she got allowed to leave the country and go to Mexico on vacation. While my boy suffered in Rikers Island. But we got two systems of justice. See, the lady justice, that thing, it don't mean nothing. That thing is weighted all the way down. When you see it, it's weighted up right, but it's weighted all the way down. See, this one hand is lifted all the way up, but the other beam is to the floor, honey. But when you see it, they take it off. And it looks like it's weighted right. But I'm tell you something, honey. She peeking out from under that blind and looking to the left. Yo, looking over there. She ain't looking at us. Ain't no justice for us. It's just us. Yo, Richard Pryor said that. It ain't no justice. It's just us. You know, and he was right. And he's still right. You know, he brought it in a brutal way, but he was telling the truth. They all were. See, they all were in the movement. They all were in the movement because, like I told you, every single African in this country, no matter status or wealth, is oppressed. And I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes I get overwhelmed by the spirit. This ain't none of me. The spirits, this is not me. It is coming from the ancestors. The wisdom that I have, I have the ability to preach. Yes, I do. But the ability that I have, the wisdom that I have, the knowledge that I am getting, is so overwhelming that I fell on the floor last night. Overwhelmed by the spirits. You know, they just overwhelm me sometimes. You know, I can get on one, and you know I can really, truly get on one. Never even knew myself that I talk this much. But when it comes to something that I am truly passionate about, and that is God's people and how we are being done on this earth, God rose me from the dust to carry on in the movement, to carry on in the civil rights movement. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm here for. I ain't here to run up after no man. I ain't here to be this, that, and the other. I'm here for God, you know, and whatever the Lord falls in line for me, I'm all right with that. You know, as long as it's of God, it ain't going to be nothing. I'm going to go back like the black people meet looking for, I guarantee you that. Forget that. I'm done. Matter of fact, I'm through. I'm good. I want to work on the GROW program. Because, see, I'm going to keep growing. Anything else will take me away from that. I ain't got time, honey. I done been there, done that. I done had husbands. I've been happy with them. Been angry with them. Don't want them no more. I don't want no man. Forget that. GROW is the man. I'm married to GROW. I'm married to the GROW movement. That's all I do. That's my focus. Besides my kids, my daughter, it's GROW. GROW, GROW, GROW. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. That's what we gonna do. GROW, GROW, GROW. They gave me yesterday the wisdom. The wisdom. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. All in your mind. The great mind God gave you, mind over anything. You are not to be defeated until you transition from this earth. When your soul moves, that's your transition. That's your spiritual birth. You in your physical birth, but then you go into your spiritual birth. You are not to be defeated. Just like what I told you about Stan. The cancer took him out I'm telling you, it took out a fighter. He fought to the end. Some folks like that have fought to that's a conqueror. They fought to the end. They don't walk around it. Oh, I can't make it. I can't do it. I can't. That ain't no king and queen. That's a rebel. Honey, please. Royalty is not defeated. Nothing defeats royalty. We don't even walk around looking defeated. We walk in our Sunday best every day because, see, we represent God. Put your gold on, honey. Stop pawning your stuff. Go down there and get your gold. It's time to look royal. You are royalty. They wasn't dressed up, wrapped up, tied up, and bowed up. They wasn't like that. They were beautiful, elegant, royal. A big display of, oh my God. When you look at them, look at them ancient kings and queens of Africa. They didn't look disheveled and crazy and running around. They were beautiful. All of them. Until greed brought them over there. It was the Swahili who were down there trading. And they would trade. And pretty soon, it got to Europe and different places. That is gold and diamonds over here, where the Africans and all life came from. It's gold. And that's what they wanted. They didn't go in search of people, really. They went in search of gold, But then, greed, evil, all that came in and took over. Because, see, the Swahili were doing just fine. They were down there with the Arab. That's why, much love to the Arab. That's why you see Arabs come to our community now. It's because of the brotherhood that they had with the Swahili. It goes way back to ancient African times, honey. Way back. It's a brotherhood. That's where they come. They, accept the Arab, because I'm telling you, they your brother. They really are. They ain't out to get us. You think they are, but they not. Much love to Mike. All the Mikes. And so, we all know Mike. But look, I'm telling you, it was beautiful. We were getting along. It wasn't no jails. It wasn't no killing. It wasn't none of that you see going on now. I got a hand of a picture of one Caucasian came to Africa, shaking our hand. We had a big African healthy hand, and then once the Caucasian took over, the hand is a real little bitty hand, malnourished and near death. Because, see, evil and greed and took over there. That's why I look like that. That's why you don't want to say I ain't African. That's why you say that. But see, don't say that. Because you are African first. You are of royalty. You're descendants of royalty. Kings and queens. It's beautiful. It really is. African spirituality. See, and so what's going on now is, these pure souls speak through me. They speak through me, honey. You heard of the Caucasian medium? Well, now you got an African one. Because I am an African medium, and a minister, spiritual guy, whatever you want to call me. Some people, because everybody like to label you as something. You got to be something. You just can't be you. I'm me. I'm Jacqueline Hunt. That's actually who I am. But people going to want to label me as something. So, they say whatever they want to say. But they better say this is of God. Because, see, you can't speak against God. You speak against God, you're going to be struck. Just like that demon got struck over there. He struck. He really struck bad. See, he over there going through. I heard from that demon yesterday. And he struck. I'm telling you, you don't play with God. You don't mess with God, Don't mess with God. Either you're going to walk right or you ain't. Good versus evil. You got to choose which path you going to take. Which way you going to go. You going to let the evil take over or you going to let the good take over? See, I'm going to go ahead and walk with God. See, because I know what I left behind. I don't even want to look backwards. I don't even want to look back there. There ain't nothing to look at. I'm keeping my eyes focused on the prize. Matter of fact, I go on over to the window and stand there and look out there. Cause see, it ain't nothing back there for me. Nothing. Nothing over there, back there, here, there, anywhere I ever been back there. Cause everything is straight up ahead. Destination up ahead. Greatness, people. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. All over the world. Let's rise, kings and queens. I love you. You are royalty. No one and no one and no one is superior over you.